were the best games to play on your purple lunchbox. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 Nintendo GameCube games.
Head to the go-go, baby!
For this list, we're sticking to one game per franchise, and we're also excluding games that were direct ports from other consoles. Number 10, Star Wars Rogue Squadron 2 Rogue Leader. For the second Nintendo list in a row, the Rogue Squadron series has taken the 10th spot. This game was a launch title for the system, with its main selling point being the faithful recreation of the original Star Wars trilogy's climactic battles against both Death Stars and the Battle of Hoth.
Copy, I've been hit! Echo Base Commander Skywalker is down.
Wedge, lead the attack against the walkers.
Surprisingly, the game was put together in only 9 months, and it was later repackaged in Rogue Squadron 3 as a co-op campaign.
We need to keep the fighters from home one. Hurry up and take out those generators.
Number 9, FZero GX. Without question, the best title in the F-Zero series, this high-speed racing game has you clock speeds of up to 1,600 kilometers per hour while going up against 30 other racers. Add to that the incredible sensory overload of the environment around the track for a more immersive experience. Fun fact, in 2013, it was discovered that the arcade AX version was hidden on the game's disc and obtainable via a hacking device.
What are your plans now you've won?
Winning this race next time, of course.
Number 8, Pikmin II. Pikmin II, as you might have guessed, is the sequel to the unusually charming real-time strategy game that bears the same name. While the first one was limited by a 30-day timer, this game had no such time limit. This extra time was used to focus on the efforts of Captain Olimar and his assistant Louis, collecting treasures to help their boss pay off a massive debt. It notably brought to the mix an addictive co-op and competitive multiplayer mode. Number 7, Super Mario Sunshine. One of the most unusual Mario titles, it doesn't stop it from being a fantastic platformer set on the tropical isle Delfino.
Welcome to the sun-drenched tropical paradise of Isle Delfino.
Herein, Mario finds himself armed with a water gun jetpack that he uses both against enemies, for navigation, and for cleaning up the island.
I hereby order the defendant to clean this entire island.
One of the better aspects of the game was the moving geometric platform sections, something that Nintendo would later use in Super Mario Galaxy. Number 6, Eternal Darkness, Sanity's Requiem. The first M-rated game published by Nintendo, this game has you play as Alex, who comes to her grandfather's house to investigate his murder.
I want answers.
And in the process finds out about a historical struggle against evil to stop what's known as the Eternal Darkness. The game's main draw was its fourth wall breaking sanity effects,
which messed with your mind.
This isn't really happening.
And start to distort what's real and what's not.
No, it isn't happening!
Safe to say, whoever said Nintendo is just for kids never played this one.
There are times when insanity takes hold, and nothing seems right.
Number 5, Animal Crossing. The debut title in the frighteningly addictive series, this game has you living out in a small village with overly happy anthropomorphic villagers as you go fishing, catch bugs, and collect furniture that falls out of the sky. It also features a Tanukichi who constantly scams you into a mortgage. Yeah, screw you, Tom Nook. One of the coolest features that didn't reappear in any of the sequels was the ability to collect and play classic NES games for a sweet little bit of nostalgia. Number 4.
Super Smash Brothers Melee!
The best-selling game on the system, Melee was the game that no GameCube owner could go without.
Come on!
A vast improvement over the N64 original, it introduced faster gameplay, doubled its roster of iconic characters, and introduced brand new multiplayer modes, making this the party game of choice. Number 3, The Legend of Zelda: Wind Waker. Even though Twilight Princess was amazing, Wind Waker completely trumps it based on originality. An epic sailing adventure with incredibly charming characters, it was a fantastic follow-up to Ocarina of Time. The controversial choice to use cel-shaded graphics proved to be the best choice in the long run, as it meant that the game would age surprisingly well. Want proof? With only a few minor tweaks on the Wii U version, it's still the same game, yet still as amazing as ever. Number 2, Resident Evil 4.
Okay, I have only one very important question. You got a smoke?
Got gum.
As much as we love the fantastic remake of the original, the 4th game in the series is in a league of its own.
My assignment is to search for the president's missing daughter.
What? All by yourself?
Starting life as a Gamecube exclusive, a drastic and risky redesign of the core mechanics paid off immensely, removing both the zombies and the static camera in favor of infected villagers and a third-person perspective resulted in a tense, frightening, and epic atmosphere that made it one of the best third-person shooters ever. Before we get to number 1, here are a few honorable mentions. Number 1, Metroid Prime. Samus rolls into our top spot with her best adventure to date. After missing out on the N64, Retro Studios made the Bounty Hunter's transition to 3D flawless, going for a first-person perspective, which intensified the combat without sacrificing any of the series' trademark exploration. While technically not a first-person shooter in the traditional sense, the isolated environment makes this game a must-play for anyone and everyone. Do you agree with our list?
No, I can't.
Which games had your lunchbox pumping? For more top 10s published every day, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.
Jill, no. You don't want to go back out there.